Hey Sagittarius, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Welcome to the treehouse today. We are going to be asking Tarot today, what is coming towards you? What can you anticipate starting mid-April into mid-May? I do have to apologize. They are cutting down a lot of trees in our area just for fire prevention. So if you hear some background noise, it's nothing I can do about it. I guess all in all, it's a good thing, right? If you've never been to my channel before, I so appreciate you giving it a chance in this sea of tarot readers on YouTube. I want to make every second count. If this does not resonate, you might want to check your rising or your moon sign. Maybe that will resonate, simply because not every reading is going to hit everybody every time. So what is coming towards Sagittarius April 2024 going into May 2024, only taking the energies that want to volunteer. If they fly out in reverse, that's how we read them for Sagittarius. All right, we have an offering here. This is passion coming through. This could be an opportunity. Wands represent the go-go juice in life. They're the actions in life. So it could be a project, a job, could even be, lust and passion, but that really it depends on all the cards revolving around it. So we've got, it's interesting. Your reading already has, a lot of dynamic energy, the good, the bad, the ugly. There's a lot of good here. There's a lot of forward momentum, ending an old chapter, putting down this burden, whatever this burden was. It's obviously you wouldn't be carrying these sticks if there wasn't a reason. So there was a good reason to be doing this, whatever it was. It could have been an obligation. It could have been an old job, or it could have been a responsibility, essentially, that was taking a lot of energy from you, and you are really closing that chapter. It's coming to an end. There's some stuff going on around you that I want to open up and ask Tarot about, because I don't think you see all of it. It could be that the wool is being pulled over your eyes, or you might be pulling the wool over your eyes or somebody else's eyes. It's just either way. We got the Seven of Swords, so I want to ask about that. What's going on there? And we have a really great, coming out of any kind of disappointment energy, any kind of upset. I think there was maybe a disappointment or an upset, but it really led to an opportunity that is going to be offering itself to you pretty soon. So let's open this up to Tarot. What is this? Three of Swords in reverse. We wanted the Nine of Cups to come out. I saw that kind of flipping, and what did fly out is the Ace of Cups. This is a new relationship, possibly a creative one. So cups rule over the heart, right, and the feelings. And so this could be a new friendship or love interest coming out of this kind of sad old disappointment. Beautiful. So heartbreak, it looks like I would be surprised if you got Six of Swords. There's a healing energy here. It's like you've really made some space for new stuff to come through. And this is either going to come in the way of a new relationship of some sort, or it's going to become in the form of a creative endeavor. If you're a creative, you're an artist or a musician or something, this could even be a new song you write about it. Just to give you an example, all of you guys are so different, but the energy is the same. All right, so what do we need to know about this Ace of Cups? I mean, who doesn't want to spend more time on Ace of Cups? What do we need to know? Floating on out gracefully is the Strength card. Well, you certainly deserve this. I feel that there is some tenacity attached to this. So, you might have some really happy memories. Either this reminds you of nostalgia and happiness, a playfulness that you remember having in the past, or this could even be somebody who's coming back around into your life that you have memories with. And it's such a positive thing. Now, a few of you guys might be getting apologies from the person in your past who made you feel that Three of Swords sadness, and it's creating some kind of closure and opening something new. I have to say that. And then here we've got the Queen of Cups. This is an individual who is sensitive, compassionate, nurturing. They could be a water sign, creative. So they're in your midst. And this could be that it's the Queen of Cups who's coming towards you with this love offer, okay? So, or relationship offer. It's not always love for all of you. We've got if you reflect on the things that disappointed you, if you reflect on that, it's like you're very solid in your convictions on how it went down and where you stood with it all. I don't feel that you're wobbly on it, even despite maybe doubts that others would have had. What is this Ace of Wands, this opportunity? I mean, you're making space for this opportunity. This transformation. Temperance card ruled by Sagittarius, you do that best. Okay, so you guys are getting an opportunity, possibly a job offering, possibly a project or travel, something passionate. It's coming your way, and it's going to be the catalyst for a lot of change. It's going to be an opportunity to really kind of adapt and transform. And you're almost going to have to, but it's going to require balance, and it's going to require patience. And that's part of the Temperance card. It's symbolized by the alchemy, pouring water into wine from one goblet to the next. But you cannot have that without balance. It's a delicate process. So be kind to yourself. You could even make it like a game. You could write down where you need to go, what you need to do to get there. Even if it's like inner stuff, you know. I need more sleep. I need more balance in my life, work, life, play. Or I need to be more patient, whatever it is. 10 of Wands. What is this 10 of Wands? Ending this old exhausting chapter, coming to an end here. This is about a commitment that you had. Possibly for some of you guys, even works into marriage commitments. But kind of a set of beliefs that you are holding yourself to. And the wheel turns, the wheel comes out as kind of karmic gesture of like you're exactly where you are supposed to be at the right time. Also, things are changing. So it's more confirmation that things are changing around your commitments, and that whatever it is that you've been obligated to, that's been taking a lot of, like an enormous amount of energy. I have a feeling that you guys already know what I'm talking about. So I'm kind of beating a dead horse by continuing to explain it. It's coming to an end, but there is a decision that needs to be made. And there might be a little bit of fear around this decision. And why? It's because if you move forward in one direction versus stay where you're at, it's going to be a very new journey. There's going to be experiences in there that you don't know what you don't know, but you know that you've not experienced. And of course, the unknown is always scary. And I'll throw it out there, you know, when we fall back on the knowledge of our brains and our memories, it just usually in context to something that's new that we haven't experienced before, we are usually going to cycle right back into old patterns, cycle right back into kind of the grooves in the highway, right? Our tires are just going to find it, and then we're going to follow a pattern. But there is another source of wisdom, and that's your gut, that's your intuition. And it's almost as if the intuition comes in helpful for any future endeavors that you can't turn to your brain and your memory for advice. It's going to guide you into the unknown. But it's your relationship with your intuition that's being affected by this transformation. So that's where balance is key. Being easy and patient on yourself is key. Let's get a new deck. This has already been pre-shuffled with you in mind. I'm going to do one more for good measure. We've got the Seven of Swords, and I want to see what the Seven of Swords is talking about. Because it basically talks about not seeing something around the corner, something that might be happening right below your nose. It can be talking about sometimes denial. So it's it doesn't have to be bad. It's just something that we want to shed some light on. So we got 3. This one first. The Lover's card. Beautiful. The Six of Cups again. This is really positive. And the Wands. Okay. So what's this 5 of Wands? Somebody has communication is key here, and they're not communicating. I feel like somebody might be online looking at their options. They might be considering options and not sharing it. There's some conflict going on that's not really being addressed. And that's why the Seven of Swords is showing up. And it's because somebody feels a little bit stuck. So they don't want to be stuck with one option. They're having a little hard time committing to one option because they can see all these cups here. All the glitters is not gold. So what they're seeing is the cups from a distance. And that's what's causing kind of some confusion and some conflict. If you get closer to these cups, you'll see that some of them hold serpents. And that would probably be the most helpful thing I could say about this individual who might be feeling stuck with only one choice when they feel they could have so many other options, is get closer to what those cups are holding, right? Because we can all do that. When we take a far enough step away from everything, we can be overwhelmed with the choices. It's hard to commit to just one because it looks like, oh, I've got all these at my beck and call. When we get closer, we realize that we might be taking something for granted. The one cup that we actually have right before us, right in front of us, is the one that's holding the treasure. There's a lot of positive energy around this individual, and I feel like it could be you, because we don't have one person that's coming out a face card like a king or a queen or anything. This might be something that you might be battling with, Sagittarius, where you've been keeping it quiet, but you're kind of debating and working this through internally. Now, that's not everybody, but there's a choice. When the Lover's card comes out, yes, there's harmony and there's love and there's potential there, but there's usually a choice as well. So I want to say, wow, the Empress and the Magician, you are creating incredible abundance. I want to say something else about the Empress. What starts out small can get very, very big. And that's why she's symbolized by a pregnant lady, because it starts just very tiny, right? And then it grows and grows into this human, and who knows what accomplishments and what that human is capable of, and how many generations that human can give birth to as well. So, or create as well. So the Empress card is just that. She is like this very abundant creature. And the Magician, you are creating abundance and you're kind of determined. I think when you're getting out of this kind of obligatory energy, I feel like you're fulfilling to your best ability, your commitments in a scenario, and then you become free, and it's like footloose and fancy free. You don't want to get tied down again. And so it's for good reason that you are debating, or this person is debating and going back and forth, like, I don't want to commit too quickly to the wrong choice. So I'm looking at all my options. The best thing I can say, and the quickest way to heal any kind of conflict or competition, is going to be get a little closer to those cups and be discerning, because you may realize that they don't all hold treasure. Because your bottom line is, and what you are doing effectively, is you are growing something. You are looking at a big picture, and you're manifesting heavily abundance. I love it. 9 of Wands. Look at all these cards flying. So you are, wow, Temperance again, the world. You are open to people and places from distances. You are open to travel. You are open to the world. So you are, Cancer actually had this in their reading. It's like going from kind of more of a suppressed energy to, okay, expansive energy. What's possible for me out there? And attached to this is there's almost a sense of a pattern, an addiction, or releasing yourself from some kind of cycle that was not treating you well, that was not helping you out. The Devil card is a great one to get upside down. And then you've got 7 of Swords. It's calling you out again. 7 of Swords and Pentacles. There's this withholding energy. So I'm going to say this right now. It's impossible to expand and retract at the same time. And that's what's going on. And right away when I saw your cards, I said, wow, this is like black and white. There's a lot of it's integrating a lot of dynamic, like kind of ups and downs. So there is this like wanting to break through patterns, to break through even behavioral patterns or addictions, right? Things that you've been exposed to, you are breaking through, and you want to expand, and you want to be what is possible there. And this is something I think you've been working on for a while with the 9 of Wands, with this kind of stoic, what's the word I'm looking for? Determination and tenacity, and it is kind of exhausting, but like, I think you're aware of this, this back and forth. And then yet at the same time, you're retracting your energy, you're retracting, and I don't think that everybody knows that this is going on the surface. And I keep saying you, right? I kept on trying to be like, oh, it could be somebody else. No, I feel like I'm talking to you about something that's going on for you. Yeah, the Seven of Swords suggests that like you might be even in a little bit of denial about it. Although you guys are pretty woke, I think that it's just not very evident to others in your environment really what's going on. If they knew why, I don't think it would be so offensive. Because you just don't want to settle. This is you not wanting to settle, basically, to be simple about it. You've got, again, the King of Pentacles energy. We had Queen of Pentacles right here, King of Pentacles. It could be the same person. What is the King of Pentacles here for? There is the Queen of Pentacles, again, upside down. So I feel like now this could be connecting with an individual who's very responsible with their money. They could be a little cold. They could be very grounded and practical. And it's like those aspects of their personality are not complementary with yours. Maybe they see you as somebody that's overspends or doesn't use their time as wisely. I know I'm getting very specific, but these are two are coming out. And I think that there's got to be a new way of doing things. You're looking out towards what's possible. So I think that you're aware of some conflict in a relationship, and you're wondering, do I settle? Do I keep working on this? Because I feel like there's some, yes, opposites can attract, but I feel like they are having some standards for me that I feel uncomfortable fitting into. You know, I'm not going to be like them. I'm just different. And so you're challenging that. And right now you're expanding and retracting, expanding and retracting. Let's get one more card out. I want to talk about this Fool, this new journey for my Sagittarians. What about this new journey? You are leaving something behind. You got this earlier, leaving something behind that you cultivated, that you cared about a lot at one point. Now, this could be a frame of thinking, wanting to please somebody and trying to be a certain way, or this could be actually a person, place, or thing you were literally leaving behind. And you're like saying, you know what, I'll take my chances on the greener pastures out there. And that's why we're having this Fool. It was a tough decision to make. It's a tough decision to make, but I think that you're enticed with the unknown, because Sagittarians are really amazing that way. I think they like to be challenged with development. They like to be challenged, like, are you going to evolve into this situation? What could you turn into? Because they're both like the teacher and they're the student. So I think it's part of their spiritual evolution to challenge themselves into the unknown. I love this for you. It looks really interesting and dynamic, and you got this. I'm going to actually do an extended for this. So if you want to keep on hearing more about this, I'll be asking specifically about this new journey going into this. And I would like to know a little bit about this love offer over here. If this is where I leave you, thank you so much for joining me. Thanks for hanging out at the treehouse. I will see you soon. Take good care. Otherwise, you can follow the link below in the description box. Mwah! Bye.